Hello, I'm Bruce Zimmerman, and this is the Open Line Garden Show podcast for this week. All-American selections. Each year, the All-American selections come out, and we all sit with bated breath because these are the best of the best. Sometimes they're regional winners. Other times they are national winners. But in any case, these are the best of the best for 2015. Now, I've told you about these. I've trialed these first two, and they are actually vegetative. Most of the All-American selection winners in the past have always been from seed, but these are vegetatively reproduced. And to be honest with you, I trialed these, and they are everything that they say they are. They measure up, even in my garden. And in my garden, we don't do the extraordinary, right? We are truly trialing them to make sure that the average person can look after them and have better than average success. The first one is Sun Patents. Now, this is a spreading shell pink. It's vegetatively reproduced. This is one of the ones that's going to replace the old impatiens in your garden. The Sun Patents spreading shell pink is actually all season long, continual blooming, soft pink flowers that just don't slow down. There's good size, good quantities of them. They thrive under heat, rain, and humidity, which is great, particularly when you live in Niagara. They do as well in full sun as in shade, and they just are spectacular. So definitely one of the ones you're going to look for in 2015. The other one, and the one that I liked a little better than the Sun Patents, was Bounce. Now, this is Pink Flame, and bounce means exactly that. It bounces back. It is a beautiful bicolor impatiens, and it is gorgeous. Stands up in shade or sun and still gives you that good bright pink color. So, bounce pink, and it will just bounce back when it is slightly abused. In other words, you get a little forgetful in watering, and it sort of goes, oh, I'm a little dry. It'll bounce back, and that is a good thing when you're dealing with the average gardener. Now, Petunia, this is Trilogy Red. This one is bred by Tacky, and it is a stunning, rich, vibrant red petunia. It's compact, and it's a dome-shaped plant. The blooms are non-fading, which is always good. They cover themselves in upright blooms, which means they really do stand out. Good in baskets and containers. They thrive in high heat. In fact, they appreciate the heat. And you will like these ones because they don't fade, of course, right? So that is another spectacular reason to go and buy Petunia Trilogy Red. Now, Salvia Summer Jewel is a national winner as well. It is the third color in the Summer Jewel series. They are dwarf, compact, prolific blooming throughout the summer. It blooms 2 weeks earlier than all the other white salvias. And, of course, it attracts bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds. Pretty cool, right? Because it's compact and it's neat, it's going to do well both in the landscape and in containers and small beds. Again, bred by Tacky. You're going to like this one. Even though it's white, yeah, I know, but it's going to stand up. Let's do a couple of vegetables. One of our favorites for Thanksgiving and Christmas time is the butternut squash. Now, this one is called butterscotch. It has a sweet taste. It weighs just 2.25 pounds. It's just the right size if for feeding 1 or 2 people. Wait a minute. 1 1/4 pounds. That's a lot of squash for 2 people. Okay? You might want to squeeze out a third, but if you're a big eater and a lover of squash, okay, fine, 2 people. But in our house, we'd cook 2 of these, eat one the first time, and then the second one we'd eat as leftovers for the second and third meals. This one is more compact, so it fits into a smaller space, and that is good because most of our gardens and our yards are a little smaller. It does have resistance to powdery mildew, and you can microwave it. Okay, you can microwave the whole squash for about 12 minutes. And what you do is you prick the outside of the skin, and then after 12 minutes, cut it in half, spoon out the seeds, and enjoy and eat it. It's bred by Johnny Select Seeds, someone who always has great vegetables. The squash, bossa nova. Okay, I'm not going to dance and I'm not going to sing. Okay, compact plants, again, good idea. 3 weeks longer than the other variety, so you're going to get more longer because it's getting fruit earlier in the season. During taste tests, the judges deemed the flesh as being smooth, textured, sweet, and mild to taste, which is always good for a summer squash. So a lot of people will be growing this one for summer squash, right? And it has this sort of dark and light green mottled exterior, which makes it attractive. It's called bossa nova. I like that one. I really do. Peppers, flaming flare. This is a Fresno pepper. Its plants typically grow better in warmer, drier climates. The flaming flare means it performs well in all the AAS trials. That means across the country. That's always good because most Fresno peppers, again, like warm, dry climates. The fruit is great for making chili sauces, and the heat that the sauce will increase depending on how late in the season the peppers are harvested. So the longer they go, the hotter they get. Exceptional pepper that's sweeter tasting than similar Fresno types, producing large fruit and more peppers per plant than the regular Fresnos. So, kitchen gardens for people who like hot peppers, then you may want to try out pepper flaming flare. This one's pretty and sweet. This is a pepper. It looks like a little short, stubby shepherd, and it has different uses. It's very ornamental in the fact that the peppers are multicolored. The plants are compact, neat to 18 inches, so they'll look good both in containers and in gardens. They can be mixed in to be very ornamental as well as good to eat. Put these ones in, and because the walls are thick and the pepper is sweet, I think you're going to really like them. It's bred by Seeds by Design as well. Pepper, pretty, and sweet. I think that's a well-named plant. Basil. Everybody has always grown basils and basil and basil and this basil and that basil. I don't know how many different kinds of basils there are, but there's tons. Okay? This one is Dolce fresca. This one produces sweet, tender leaves that basically, by comparison, outrivaled all the other basils that they use for comparison. It's compact in its shape, which is always sort of nice because they do get sort of leggy. It is the Genovese basil type, which makes it excellent for pesto. And even after harvesting, the basil is quick to recover. And that means it's going to grow more. okay? It's drought tolerant, which is good actually, with basil. And if you like Mediterranean cooking, this one is going to be the one for your choice from now on. It's from Pan American Seed. Now, there's also a pepper called Emerald Fire. It's a Grill Master's Delight. It has 2,500 Scoville units. This is the hottest pepper in the peppers for AAS winners this year. It's extra large, very tasty, jalapeno-style fruit that's perfect for stuffing, grilling, or in salsas. Emerald Fire pepper, nice glossy green, thick walls, very little cracking, and even after maturing, it goes to red. Okay, adds a little more interest to it. Compact plants that are disease resistant, and it was bred by Simon's vegetable seeds. So might be some, if you like it hot, that's the one for you. Not my cup of tea. There is a pepper called Hot Sunset. It is a winner for the Great Lakes, Heartland, and Southeast. The others were national, right? These are regional winners. And it's banana or a wax pepper are going to like this one. It's delicious. It's spicy. It's only got 650 Scoville units. So it's hot, but not too hot. Disease-resistant, vigorous plants, and will produce fruit all season long. They have great tasting, thick walls, which is what you're looking for in any pepper, particularly when you're looking at hot peppers. So I think you're going to see this one used more and more, and it was bred by Seminous Vegetable Seeds. Tomato, Chef's Choice. This is one Chef's Choice Pink. This is one I wouldn't mind trying. It's the first one that was introduced in the Chef's Choice was orange. And now this one is a pink tomato. It's a beefsteak type tomato. It's indeterminate, which means it just keeps going, and so does the plant. So you better have a big cage for it. It has potato leaf-like leaves, okay? So that makes it a little different. The fruit is often large and about 1 pound. It's sweet, it's meaty, and it grows the most beefsteaks, so it won't be what you would call a timid producer. It's healthy, it's disease-resistant, large, attractive, pink-fleshed, heirloom style of the beefsteak, and that's called Tomato Chef's Choice Pink. Those are some of the AAS All-American Selection winners for 2015. So make a list, check it twice, and get out there in the spring and make sure that you get these, or better yet, pick up these seeds at your local retailers and grow them on for your own garden, or maybe give them away, some of them anyways, to your best gardening friends. I'm Bruce Zimmerman. This is the podcast for the Open Line Garden Show this week.